All right, class. First off, as always, good day. I'm glad you're here. So today's lesson is going to be about surpluses, and shortages, and for equilibrium market, I believe it is. Um, this lesson is very, very short, so you guys just be sure you pay attention. Don't fast forward it too much because again, it's a very, very short lesson. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here is your warm-up picture. The first question, the question I'm asking you is this: what do you think this artist is trying to say about the government and the taxpayers? All right. Now I know, like some people say in class, what on what's in the bag? Use your imagination. Read what it says on there. You can kind of put two and two together. Okay. Please stop being lazy and just look at the picture. You can let your imagination flow. You know what. You can have a good idea what is in the bag. Okay. Now, because of that, look at the people. Look at their expressions. What do you think they want? Okay. So, again, what do you think this artist is trying to say about the government and the taxpayers? Okay. So, pause the video, write your responses because we're moving on in three, two, one. All right. So, surpluses. This is where the quantity supplied is greater than the quantity demanded. In other words, there's too much product and not many people want it. So like I've been saying in class, I kid you not, you know it's going to happen. In the Super Bowl, they're going to announce either Pepsi, Coca-Cola, the chips, some beer company. They're going to bring out something. So like imagine Doritos going, here's this brand new flavor. It tastes like onions and old dirty socks. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't want to taste onions and old dirty socks. That's not a flavor I would just thrilling to go get, you know. So that company, Doritos, say Doritos, they make that a whole bunch of those chips and nobody buys it. That is a surplus. There's too much of it and nobody's buying it. That's why a lot of these stores like Walmart and Target and things like that and grocery stores, when they don't sell the stuff and they're about to get like expired, they'll sell it or they'll give it to their like sister companies, which is like the 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, things like that. And they just want to make a profit. Something, get something for it. That's why they have it there. And that's why if you notice at the dollar store, a lot of the stuff isn't like going to be lasting for, you know, a year or something. Sometimes it's only for a month. Yeah, because again, that's like the last stop. And again, don't get me wrong, I love the 99. I go there all the time. But you're not when you buy something there, you're not going to keep it on the shelves for a long time. It's not going to last. That's what it's not there for. You know. Now the other thing, the flip side, shortages. This is quantity demanded is greater than the quantity supplied. So people want the item, but there's just not enough. So if you remember back in 2020 when the COVID hit and stuff like that, the PlayStation 5 was supposed to be coming out, right? And if you remember, there wasn't enough. So people like bought bots. Remember those bots? I don't know if you've heard about those or if you know about them. But yeah, people bought them to try to right when they came up on some site. Hey, you would get it. Put um, in your you know gift card thing. You know, sorry, I'm having a brain fart right now. But that's the thing. It's it's when people really want something, but the price is the price, not the price, but there's not enough of it to go around. Because remember, we don't have an unlimited amount of anything in this world. Not even fresh water, not even lumber, not even circuits and chips and things like that. No, we don't have enough. So that's why we have to be careful what we toss out, what we recycle, and things like that. you know. So let's say like right now we're barely starting to get back on our feet. So if you notice too, a lot of cars didn't come out in 2021 because COVID, you know. And the thing is, a lot of places, especially the software companies and things like that, people made the microchips. they weren't open, so a lot of those cars weren't made. So that's the thing. Okay. Um, Now I heard someone say in class, "Well, if I have a business, I'm gonna make sure I have a shortage." That's not a good thing because if you've ever been to a restaurant and you like, right when you drive by or if you get down and there's a crowd of people in the waiting room, your chances are you're gonna be like, you know what, let's just go somewhere else. And that's what a lot of people do. They'll go somewhere else if there's not enough or they have to wait too long and things like that. People will be like, you know what, I'll just go somewhere else. And that's money you're losing. Okay. The next thing is the equilibrium price. This is what the price is to clear the market. That means, let's say you are making, I don't know, birdhouses. Let's just use that as an example. Okay. You're making birdhouses. What it costs for the glue, the wood, the labor, if you hire somebody to do it, the shipping and handling, things like that, um, all that stuff. You take all that stuff and you divide it into each thing, each birdhouse. It might cost you, let's just throw up a number. Let's say $20. Okay, let's just say $20. That's the minimum you have to sell that item in order to clear it. Because if you sell below $20, let's say you sell the birdhouse for $18, you're losing $2 every time you sell one. You want at least to break even. Now, if you go above $20, like 22, 25, you're making a profit because it costs $20 to make and you're selling it for 20, 20, $25. Hey, that's $5 profit, and each one birdhouse you make, you're making that $5 profit. Okay. Here's the other thing too. Um, when it comes to that, you gotta be careful, especially if you have your own business, because some people will be like, hey, let's go with the birdhouses. You're selling it for $25. If someone says, hey, you know what, so and so is selling it for 24, could you sell yours for 23? You might be like, man, I don't know. That's why you have that knowledge to know hey, it costs this much to make. I have that much room, and it's up to you if you want to make that decision to sell it or not at $22. You're still making a $2 profit, but again, it's $2 instead of 5. But then again, too, if that person leaves, go buys another one, no, you just lost the sale. So again, it's just you got to know how the market is. You got to know how to sell. You know. Also, why is this so important? Because the thing is, a lot of times, a lot of companies when they're just starting off, they don't want any waste. They don't want to lose money in any which way. That's why if some places where you go to eat, they'll say we won't cook it until you order it because again they don't want waste. Some places like McDonald's and you know big companies, if they lose 100 hamburgers, you know, a day in a county, they're fine with that. They make more. Their profit thing is so much more. So they don't mind that. But if you're just starting off, you can't afford to lose that every single day. You can't. It's just you're not gonna stay in business. It's only when you get to the ultra level that you could do that kind of stuff. You could afford that kind of loss. Okay. All right. So here's my question to you. Talking about stuff with like surpluses and stuff like that. What was something you bought that you like, but a lot of people don't like? All right. So we're thinking either clothing, shoes, food, video games, books, buying music. I mean, whatever. Like I gave the example, like black licorice. There was like only a handful of people I knew in my whole life In my 40 years of existence, I've only met like a handful of people, maybe like four, that have ever liked black licorice. So that's something they like that nobody else likes. So I want to know something that you got, something you like, even like a haircut style. You like, oh man, that look good in this, man, that look awesome. And other people are like, you think? Yeah, that don't look good, man. So again, so something you liked, you personally liked, you bought, and nobody else liked it. Nobody else has it or wants it, things like that. Okay, so think about it. Write your response. Okay, because once you finish that, you're done with this lesson. All right, so good job. Told you it was pretty short. All right, so hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. You guys, please take care, be safe. I'll see you guys later. Okay.